My name is Lajos Major and I live in the eastern part of Hungary. One of my favorite activities is dog breeding. I started my kennel in 1992 and by today, there are fanatic Hungary dogs all around the world. In the past 25 to 30 years we have had a lot of information and experience in connection with SHAR PEIs, so we try to help everybody who contact us and ask. The SHAR PEI is an ancient Chinese dog breed, which, interestingly, was divided by the Americans some decades ago to two types. One of them is the traditional, which is a more skinny type, and the other, who have a hippopotamus muzzled head shape, what we usually call the American type. In Europe, this American type is more widespread, and they are completely different from the ancient types that were used for dog fights by the Chinese. In the ancient China, SHAR PEIs were all-round dogs and fighting dogs as well, and this was the main reason why they were bred with these big wrinkles. When two dogs were fighting with each others, if one of them grabbed the other, only the skin was torn and not the vital parts and organs of their body. So this was the main reason why these dogs were formulated like this. Fortunately, in our age these fights are banned almost everywhere and dog fighting dies out. SHAR PEIs belong to the guard and protection dogs group, but the majority of them are kept as companion and family dogs, and yes, they are a very exclusive outlook. They are a very calm, loyal and serene dog breed, who are not too active. This is why I can recommend them to people who live in flats, or have a very small yard, as they do not move a lot, they like to lay and rest, and they do not need to run long miles a day, like a hunting dog for example. We live in a flat together with 10 SHAR PEIs, and we have a very small garden, and this does not cause any problem for them. They are an interesting and clever breed who come house clean in a very short time, according to our experiences, within 1 to 2 weeks. SHAR PEIs sometimes have health problems with their eyes, their fur, and their ears, but of course we, as breeders, always strive to breed them to avoid these problems. When they are 2-week-old puppies and their eyes are opening, sometimes their faces should be lifted by a veterinarian, which is not an operation, but a minor alignment which recovers within a week. This way we can give the puppy to the future owner with nice, open eyes. What is important to know in connection with them is that many times their fur is allergenic for chicken. This is the reason why we never feed them with anything that have anything to do with chicken. We prefer super premium kibbles made from beef, lamb or fish. What is also important that they have a very narrow ear canal. This is why they require frequent ear cleaning to avoid any kind of phlegmasia. As they do not move a lot and are not a very active breed, their nails should be checked regularly and cut it back if necessary. If you do these minimal controls and checks in connection with them, then you can have a nice and healthy dog if they originate from a respectable breeder. SHAR PEIs are considered as guard and protection dogs, and not without reason. They are suspicious of strangers, and they guard their territory and their family. They have a real character, and in spite of the facts that there are some fighter blood in them, they are not overly aggressive with other dogs. As we experience it every day, even same sexes can be kept together without any problems, and if, during a walk, we meet other dogs, they keep the distance, suspicious but not aggressive or attacking. If a stranger comes to your home, first, they keep the distance, and do not like to get close to a stranger. If they see that you are positive with the other man, you have to give the SHAR PEI time to melt up and get closer to them, which happens in a slow way. They are quite a fractious breed. If you do not deal with them enough according to their standard, they sometimes take it as an offense, and they sit and turn their backs to you. We do not recommend this breed for those people who are looking for a sports dog with whom they can do very active sports activities. SHAR PEIs are not fit for these purposes, it is not their character. Some short walks are enough for them every day. They can stand cold weather very well, and you can keep them outside the house as well if you prefer this. Although they are an independent breed and can be quite stubborn sometimes, their learning curve is short and they can be taught easily. You can take them to a dog school, and they will learn the basic obedience within some weeks. They can also learn serious guard or protection work. We know some SHAR PEI from our kennels who work very nicely, although the majority of SHAR PEI owners do not require this from their dogs. In connection with their fur and skin, you have to know that the trend of our days is that very big wrinkles, which were present until the 1990s, are not preferred any longer. The loose skin and wrinkles covering the head, neck and body are super abundant in puppies, but these features may be limited to the head, neck and withers in the adult. The old type, when there were wrinkles all around their bodies and even on their tails, are no longer accepted, which is good for the breed, as the big wrinkles can be the source of fungi and other skin diseases. In every respectable and good kennel in Europe, all SHAR PEIs are screened for SPAID, which means SHAR PEI autoinflammatory disease, and for POG, which is primary glaucoma. If you plan to buy a good SHAR PEI puppy, contact some breeders and visit them. Look for the place where the dogs are kept and the conditions they live and grow up in. You can be sure that if you find a good and honest breeder, he will answer all your questions, and I do not recommend you buy a puppy from somebody who does not do this. I am a silver level master breeder of SHAR PEIs, and if you have any questions in connection with the breed, you can contact me anytime. I will be happy to answer your questions.